Hello guys, today we are going to set up a PHP environment in our local on Windows machine. And so for the running the PHP code, we need Apache server as well as the PHP as well as the MySQL for the database connection and all. And for editing purpose, we are going to use Visual Studio, and Visual Studio, we will try to set up a Visual Studio for the local as well. So for setting up the packaged PHP environment with Apache and MySQL, there is uh XAMPP packages are available. So we will just search for XAMPP, and this should take us to the website called apachefriends.org. We will click on this first link, and here you can see that XAMPP is available, and the it's an abbreviation of basically X is stand for your cross platform. So this package is basically, using this package you can run the PHP code on Linux box, Windows box, or Mac OS. So since mine is a Windows machine, I will download the Windows XAMPP, and once I click on this, it will automatically start the download. So let's wait for that. It's working right now. Yeah, here you can see this is coming, and you can just give any path to it. I normally keep my all the installed at one place in Windows. So you can see it's already XAMPP is there. So I won't download it yet, but yes, using this web page, you can download the XAMPP on your local machine if you don't have it. If you already have it, let's move to the installation part. So I will cancel this. I will close the browser, and I will simply go to C drive. I think here I go to installer, double click on this XAMPP. Gives me a pop-up. I will say yes, I want to install it. I will close this, and it's saying that welcome to XAMPP, and it's giving me uh, that your antivirus is running. I will say yes, it's running. So I will just say okay and okay, and then the main setup window comes. So here you can see there is nothing more to choose apart from next. You can say next, and this is very important. So we don't want the entire package of XAMPP. We just need MySQL, so I keep that. I'll remove rest of things, and I don't want to code anything on the Perl, so I will just remove that as well. So PHP my admin is something I want for creating tables and seeing uh, it visually. So I will just keep my PHP admin and MySQL. Apart from that, I don't want to keep anything else. PHP is by default coming, and Apache server is by default coming. So I will say next. Let's give me by default the folder location as XAMPP. I will keep this, and I will recommend you to keep the same folder location on your machine, so that everyone has the same installation structure. Say next. Keep the preferred language as English itself. Say next, next, and the installation starts. It won't take a longer time, maybe couple of minutes at max, but in my machine it's normally take 30 seconds. So we will just hold for a second until and let's get complete, and then we can start testing the installation is successful or not. So you can see it's pretty fast over here. Yeah, I think the installation is done. It's creating the installer, and meanwhile you can go to the C drive and see what are the files getting. So this is the folder it's created, and it's installing everything in this folder. Now you can see that it's completed. You can click on finish, and once you click on the finish, you will get this XAMPP control panel. For testing the installation, what you can do is you can start the Apache server, Once you start this Apache server, you can see by default it's opening, like it's opens or runs at port number 80 for HTTP, and for HTTPS it's running on 443. For testing, you can choose localhost. You can just simply type localhost on your any of the browser and say enter. So if you get this, it means that at least Apache web server is up and running and it's properly configured. And to again verify it, you can stop it. And once you stop it, if you refresh this page, it should give you something that look, nothing has been found because we have stopped the server. For testing the MySQL installation, what you can do is you need to start the Apache server first, and then you can start the MySQL server. You can see it's running on 3306 port, which is the default port for the MySQL. And if you click on the admin, it's actually opens the Windows. And this is the web view which we have chosen while doing the installation PHP MyAdmin. Web view for seeing the database. You can see all the database tables which are there in the MySQL uh, on the left hand side, and seeing that whether you should be able to run a query, you can go to the SQL. You can say show databases, a basic query just for the testing purpose, and you can say go, and you can see here that all the database tables are shown, so you can just verify again. So it means that our Apache server is up and running and it's configured properly. Then MySQL is also configured properly and up and running. Now for running, checking whether the PHP is installed properly or not, you can just open the CMD or the command prompt and you can write PHP -v. When you do this thing, it should give you PHP is not recognized because we haven't set the PHP path on our environment variable. But we will just try this out. Yeah, you can see here PHP is not recognized as an internal command. So for fixing this, what we need to do is we can just go to the art installed folder. Here you will find somewhere PHP. You can just copy this path, and you can, since mine is Windows 10, I can go to this PC and property and go to the advanced system settings, environment variable. Under system variables, you can find path, say edit, add a new path, give this path over here so that we should be able to run the PHP command from anywhere. You can say OK, OK, and OK, and we can close this window. And if I run in this particular command prompt, again the same command, it won't recognize anything because for testing, we need to open a new command prompt. Even we can try that again. We can say still it's saying that PHP is not recognized because we haven't closed that terminal yet. So for testing, actually we need to open another command prompt, and when we say PHP -v, basically PHP version, we are checking. It's saying that PHP 28 is installed properly. So let's try to run for basically running a first PHP file. What I will recommend is to install the Visual Studio first. So let's go to the web browser again. So till now we have installed the XAMPP on our local machine, which includes the Apache, MySQL, and PHP. And we have verified all the installation is proper. Now we want an editor to run the PHP, write the PHP code. So for that, I prefer Visual Studio. You can choose any of your editor. So you can simply search for Visual Studio, or you can go direct to the code visualstudio.com, and you can say download it for the window. Since I have already downloaded this thing, it's going to start the download automatically, but I will stop this because I already have this downloaded on my machine. So let's directly jump into the installation part. For installer, I have this Visual Studio. This is the latest one, I think. So I will say double click on this. It's asked for the permission. Let's close this. I say next. Let's give me the default location. I will keep it that way. And then I will say next. Make sure this add to path is configured properly. Say next. Say next. So you can see that installation is started. Again, it won't take a longer time. It will just take not more than 10 to 15 seconds. Once it's done, it's saying launch the Visual Studio. I said, okay, yes. So let's try to write our first PHP code and run it. So for that, it's already configured on my machine, but what you can do is you will get the by default windows and you can directly go to the file and you can choose open folder, and inside the open folder just choose http docs, because this is the default location where our if I write any PHP code, it will the web server will pick that directly from here. So I will just select this folder and say select, and here I will going to write the first file. So I will say something like hello dot php. Okay, and then I am going to write the first code, a basic code, a hello world kind of thing, so that it's get tested. I will say, I will write a echo and say hello world and semicolon and save it. Once I did this thing, it's already there on the web server, so I should be able to get this stuff. So I will say localhost followed by my file name hello.php, and once I run this, it's saying hello world. So basically it's working, or we can just try to change this hello world of PHP, and it should. I will save this and refresh this. It says, yeah, so it's properly configured. Now our dev environment is ready for PHP development and learning. uh, that's all, I guess. Have a great day, guys.